Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Breaking right now, several suspects in a sweeping election indictment in Georgia turning themselves in overnight when former President Donald Trump is set to turn himself in.
What you can expect tonight for the first Republican debate ahead of the presidential primaries.
COVID case spike, the new variant causing major problems, plus the new guidance on when to isolate, mask up, and the best month to vaccinate. We want to thank you so much for waking up with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton.
And I'm Frank Solkowski, meteorologist Jonathan Myers and Catherine Liberta here on a Wednesday morning. And guys, I like to think we're almost to the weekend. That's how the glass is half full, half empty.
Getting over the hump.
Getting over the hump. How are things looking weather-wise?
Yeah, we're right at it. Wednesday, Frank. Hey, not too bad today. You're going to like it. A little cooler. Not many mid-90s. A lot of us will be upper 80s and low 90s later this afternoon. I will detail more today's forecast and, of course, tracking out the tropics for you. And still very active in the Atlantic. Also, we'll have one named storm in the Caribbean. Another named storm will dissipate later today, moving across Mexico is Harold. And here's Tropical Storm Franklin just to the south of Dominican Republic. Two other areas in the Atlantic. One is what's left over from Emily that could come back over the next couple of days. And of course, I'll track more of these out, showing you where Franklin's going to head over the coming days all the way into the weekend. Our forecast today, 70s right now, but as a weak cold front moves through this morning, could give us a couple of showers along the coast out there from mid-morning into about the middle part of the afternoon. And like I said earlier, not as hot today. A lot of us upper 80s to near 90, where we'll top things off this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. There's those showers to our north. It'll slowly continue to move to our south. I'll track them out for you in future casts. And we're looking ahead to the weekend in less than 10 minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Jonathan. Well, breaking right now, two more people just turned themselves in to the Fulton County authorities in connection with the Georgia election indictment. Now, here's a live look outside the Fulton County Jail where those arrests happened. Of course, this is in the election investigation with former President Donald Trump at the center of it all.
Several of his 18 co-defendants turned themselves in overnight. One is former Coffee County GOP chairwoman Kathy Latham, who was captured in this video escorting people into an election office. She's accused of allowing people to access voting machines. And David Schaefer, the former chair of the Georgia Republican Party, both are accused of being fake electors for Trump. According to our ABC affiliate in Atlanta, their bonds are set at $75,000. Now, overnight, we did get our hands on these mugshots of the first two co-defendants to turn themselves in, former Trump attorney John Eastman and Atlanta bail bondsman Scott Hall. Trump's former attorney, Rudy Giuliani, is expected to turn himself in today. Well, our crew, they are heading up to Atlanta today to be there when Trump surrenders at the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. We're going to bring you live coverage starting tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. And you can always get those updates on the go by downloading the WJCL 22 News app. Happening tonight, 8 of the Republican candidates for president are set to debate.
That's right, including South Carolina Senator Tim Scott and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Well, notably absent from the first debate, former President Donald Trump, who says people know who he is and where he stands. Right now, we want to check in with our Amy Lou in Washington with what we need to know ahead of tonight. Amy.
Well, this could be each candidate's best opportunity to stand out and possibly outshine Trump and become the new GOP favorite to take on Joe Biden in the 2024 election.
I hope voters tune in and hear that story, hear the Republican agenda for this country, see what the Republican Party has to offer, and contrast that with Joe Biden and the Democrats.
The Republican National Committee ramping up enthusiasm at Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee as 8 Republican candidates will be under the spotlight in the first primary debate of the season, including former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, former Vice President Mike Pence, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Vivek Ramaswamy, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, and North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum.
It's these other candidates, particularly the ones who are waiting around for something to happen to Donald Trump so that they can collect his voters.
Trump's absence won't go unnoticed. Each candidate must prove why they're the better fit, appealing to both undecided voters and to Trump's strong following.
There's a risk for Donald Trump in that they could also say these are pretty qualified people. These people could take on Joe Biden. And if that's the case, Trump may regret not showing up.
Meanwhile, Trump will be offering his own counter-programming, a pre-recorded interview with host Tucker Carlson that's set to air around the same time as tonight's debate. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou.
Well, this morning we're learning why a Savannah man charged in the January 6th Capitol riot didn't show up for federal court last week. According to his lawyer, Dominic Box was in jail in Jacksonville after a deputy found him unconscious in his car in a restaurant parking lot. Deputies say his license was suspended earlier this month after he refused to take a breathalyzer test during a traffic stop. Well, today, a former attorney and associate of convicted killer Alec Murdaugh is expected to plead guilty to state charges. We told you last week Corey Fleming was sentenced to 3 years and 10 months in federal prison for helping Murdaugh commit financial crimes against their clients. His state trial is set for September 11th.
This morning, one person is dead after being pulled from a Georgia lake. This happened at Lake Lanier Monday. Now, according to the Hall County Sheriff's Office, a man was swimming with two friends when he went underwater. The rescue team located him and pulled him out. He was taken to the hospital where the Sheriff's Office confirmed he died Monday night. This morning, one elementary school student is dead and more than 20 others are recovering after their school bus crashed. This happened yesterday in Ohio. According to state troopers, the driver of the van crossed the road's center line, causing the bus to drive onto the shoulder and flip. 52 students were on board that bus.
Well, right now, search and rescue efforts underway on the island of Maui to find more than 1,000 missing people after wildfires swept through the island earlier this month. At least 115 people died in those fires. If you like to help the Red Cross support folks in need there on Maui, just scan the QR code you see on your screen right now.
All new this morning, there are growing concerns over a COVID case spike and a rise in hospitalizations. We want to check in now with WJCL 22 News' AJ Sisson. He is live for us this morning. And AJ, what do you know about this?
Yeah, Emma, both here in Georgia and across the river in South Carolina, they're battling one of the worst COVID spikes in the country right now. And we actually made this map for you to see exactly how or which states are seeing those drastic case increases. And you can see that much of the Southeast is in red. And if you do test positive, the CDC says you should isolate for 5 days. On day 6, they say you can stop your isolation as long as your symptoms improve. As for vaccines, doctors want you to get both your COVID and flu shots, but they say it matters when you get them.
If you're under the age of 60, before Halloween, you should get your flu shot. Late September for COVID, that's when that new booster is expected to come out. It is not an exact match for what is currently circulating, dominantly circulating in the country, but it's still good protection, especially for people who are vulnerable.
The CDC also recommends you wear a mask until you get 2 negative tests 48 hours apart. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, we're tracking exactly how many cases each of our local communities are seeing this morning. Emma?
All right, our AJ Sisson live for us this morning. AJ, thanks so much.
Well, all new this morning, the Atlanta airport, one of the first in the country to get an on-site triage center. A ribbon cutting was held yesterday. The new facility will be run by Atlanta Fire Rescue and will be dedicated to serving passengers who need emergency medical assistance. Well, later today, we're expecting to learn more about a new Big Top Circus coming to Savannah next month.
We know a lot of people are excited about this, so we want to hear from you this morning. What is your favorite attraction? Is it the circus? Maybe the fair, an amusement park, or a water park? You can vote right now by scanning that QR code or going to WJCL.com/vote. Now, during a news conference this morning, we're going to hear from Savannah officials who helped bring the new circus to town, as well as the owner of the popular restaurant 520 Wings. Here's what we do know about this. The circus is going to kick off on September 29th at the National Guard Armory, and it'll run for 3 days. And October, that's going to be the start of fair season across our area. Here's a look at when some of those most popular fairs are happening. Up first is the Effingham County Fair. That'll get underway October 12th, followed by the Kiwanis Ogeechee Fair in Statesboro on the 16th, and then the South Georgia State Fair in Savannah on the 26th. And it's always interesting to see how this moves, but now we're at amusement park.
Yeah, and I tend to agree with that. I've been saying it all morning. I love amusement parks. I don't love the ticket prices for them, though.
It is expensive.
It is expensive, but I tell you what, I like those rides, and it's just a whole experience.
I do too. I love all of it except I don't like the circus.
I really like the food at all those things. I don't eat much food at the water park, though.
Probably a good idea. You can vote all morning long. WJCL.com.
Be a little soggy.
Your Traffic Track 22 this morning. If you are headed from Pooler to downtown, there is a bit of a backup on I-16 headed eastbound. Does not look like there is an accident. Just looks like a little bit of congestion there headed eastbound on I-16. So Pooler to downtown, just about a 20-minute trip right now. Hardeeville to downtown, though, just about 30 minutes. We can see I-95. Looks like that traffic is moving on 95. It's just that bit of a slowdown on I-16 to worry about across the area. No other accidents to report. Frank.
All right, thanks so much, Catherine. It is now 10 minutes after 6 and an urgent warning about 2 brand new scams.
Straight ahead, the 2 clever ways that criminals are trying to steal your money.
And a daring rescue from 600 feet in the air. How crews managed to save a group of kids from a dangling cable car.
So the morning off, not a bad one out there. It is warm though, temperatures in the upper 70s, but some cooler weather is the forecast for some of us today, and also tracking out the tropics after the break. To keep up that certified most accurate forecast throughout the day, just download our WJCL 22 News app.